All right, good morning and welcome back once again to Princess Seats channel. Today being Sunday, the wonderful day of worship for the Christians all over the world, the 7th of December 2025. We finally got a message from the president of the Grant Community Decide movement, Reverend Moses, whose message came like a deep breath of fresh air to a community that has been waiting, worrying what could have happened to him and the management, and also praying for years. And in his calm but authoritative tone, he delivered a message of exhilaration, and one that reminded everyone that this journey has not been in vain after all, and that the cries of the masses have not gone unheard. He equally made it clear that despite the suspension of the main Twitter handle, a major tool the community has used to raise awareness, the mission did not collapse. Instead, he said the setback became a stepping stone because even without the handle, the target had already been achieved. He further explained that what a lot of people saw as a huge problem, the suspension or a suspended social media account, was only a surface level distraction, and behind the scenes the real work had continued. The processes, the approvals, the confirmations, they were still moving on wheels. And according to him, the suspension of their Twitter handle did not stop the destiny of the masses, and certainly did not stop the progress that has been made. He has assured everyone that their voices had already reached the right places long before the suspension, and that the decision makers already understood what the grant community was actually agitating for. Reverend Moses also touched a very sensitive issue, one that has confused a lot of people in recent past: the unrealistic return on investment figures that were shared by some pioneer advertisers on social media. And with a firm but fatherly tone, he stated clearly that some of these individuals went too far with their promises. They painted a picture that was like a bait and was too big, too exaggerated, too far from reality. These figures, he said, raised some false expectations, which also created some unnecessary excitement and built hopes on numbers that were never officially approved. Don't go anywhere. We'll be with you shortly, just after this timeout. All right, thank you very much, and welcome back again. Once we just went on a minor short break, and we're back on course. And just before we left off, the figures that raised some unnecessary excitement and built hopes on unrealistic promises. He hinted on them that those numbers were not officially approved. He equally pleaded with the community not to hold on to those unrealistic promises. He explained that while blessings are coming, while benefits would indeed reach all beneficiaries who subscribe legitimately. No one should expect the outrageous amounts that were being peddled and advertised by these voices. I reminded everyone that the goal of the grant is to bring relief and not to mislead or deceive people. He emphasized that people must prepare their minds to receive whatever comes with gratitude, with discipline, and also with wisdom. In his words, Nigerians, prepare your hearts, he said. Whatever reaches you, use it wisely, use it judiciously. Nothing should be wasted, nothing should be mismanaged. And this is not a time for careless overspending. It's a time to plan to build, not a time to show off or fall into unnecessary competitions. He actually thanked all the executives who had worked tirelessly behind the scenes, men and women who had stayed awake at night, who had attended meetings, answered questions, managed crises, and also protected integrity of the movement. He has expressed deep appreciation to the government, who also stood gallantly, supported the process, and refused to be swayed by pressure, threats, or confusion from outside voices. And according to him, they have tried their best, and the process did not collapse. Reverend Moses equally went further to say that by the grace of God, this Christmas would be juicy. He did not promise figures, he did not give amounts, he did not specify dates, but his confidence, his calmness, and his tone made it actually clear that something positive is already on the wheels and in motion. He also said that after everything the movement has gone through, the suspensions, the attacks, the false accusations, the delays and misinformation, the grace of God has prevailed through it all. And because of that, the season ahead would be different from the past years of struggles and waiting in this ecosystem. He has encouraged the entire community not to allow fear or doubt to overshadow what God is already doing. According to him, victory is not only when money arrives. Victory is also seen in breakthroughs, in approvals, in progress, in calm assurance that the process has shifted into a positive direction. All evidences are there, even if people cannot see it all yet. Yeah. And in his closing remark, he gave a spiritual direction that a lot of people found comforting. He advised everyone to go to church today. Lift up your hands, give thanks to God for the visible and invisible victories that have already taken place. Yeah, going to church is not just a religious act for us to know. It is an act of gratitude of faith, a way to acknowledge that God has carried the movement this far and would not abandon it at the end. Not for anything. Not for anything. And importantly, he also clarified that he is not responsible for revealing all the figures and the facts that have been confirmed behind the scenes, that that responsibility actually belongs to specific authorities and not him. Explained that some information has to be released through the proper channels with the proper documentation, and at a proper time. He cannot speak ahead of the designated officials, even though he is aware of some of the details. He told the community that patience and discipline are still very much needed in this final moment, and has encouraged everyone not to fall for rumors or some voice notes or panic messages flying around. We are too close to victory to lose focus now, and this is the time to stay prayerful and stay united and calm. He equally urged people to avoid getting engaged in any scuffle, insulting leaders, or dragging the community backwards with some careless behavior online, and that's one of the biggest tools of what the enemy used to stall progress, and the one of the biggest tools that God used to foster progress is peace. So the tool the enemy used to delay that is division in the ecosystem. And the breakthrough the community is expecting requires maturity, requires patience and wisdom. So we all must advocate for peace. We must advocate for wisdom, maturity, discipline in this ecosystem, so that all our expectations would be fine-tuned into one big family expectations, which is victory. And that victory, we should understand that it's collective. It's not just one man affair. It's a collective effort that leads to collective celebration. Reverend Moses closed his speech with assurances that God has heard the cries of his people. The target has been achieved. The movement is not collapsing. The process is not lost, and something good is actually already on the way. Yes, he would address the community again if necessary, but for now, everyone should focus on thanksgiving, on trust. I reminded them and the ecosystem that God finishes what he starts, and this journey is no exception for whatever reason it could be. That was the highlight of the message we got from Reverend Moses. And just like I vividly said yesterday when I was dropping the last message, that Reverend Moses will literally deliver a speech towards yesterday night or at the wee hours of this morning. This message dropped around 4, just a couple of minutes past 4 this morning, and I was awake already. I was able to pick it up immediately, and we could see all of what was mentioned in that submission, and some of the key takeaways from there that could possibly help us is that the grant target has been achieved despite the suspension of the main Twitter handle, and progress was not affected. He also said God has heard the cries of the community and there is visible movement behind the scenes. Then he added that some pioneer advertisers exaggerated the ROI, and beneficiaries should not expect the unrealistic figures on return on investment circulating online. Then he pointed out that whatever reaches you, use it wisely. He emphasized on financial discipline and responsible management. He appreciated all the executives and supportive government officials who stood strong throughout the process. Then one wonderful one that he dropped there was that the Christmas would be juicy by God's grace, which actually signals that something positive is close. Then he mentioned that he is not responsible for releasing official figures, as such information must come from the designated authority. He finally advised the community to stay calm, united, and prayerful, and avoid panic and internal conflict. Everyone is encouraged to go to church, give thanks to God, and celebrate the victories already achieved. Thank you very much. This is the much we could expand on that the president speech this morning. We believe that this week would bring out something positive for us. So do your best, share this message, let it get to all and sundry on the vivid clarity of the president's speech just this morning, Sunday, the 7th of December 2025. We're still in the same course. We go nowhere. Thank you very much. We love you. Have a wonderful and blissful Sunday ahead. God bless you.